What's going on, people? How you doing? Welcome back to the Brown Couch. If you missed the first episode, don't worry. Plenty more content coming your way. Once again, this is the Brown Couch where we discuss the Brown Couch topics. Today, it happens to be hot button topics in real estate, and with historical interest rates approaching 8%. This is a historical average. With home prices at an all-time high, what are the best ways to take advantage of the real estate marketplace? Well, that and more. Stay tuned. So let's talk about the fact that today, in today's market, we're at a historical average of 8% interest rate in the home market. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, in the 70s, interest rates were in the 20%. Of course, homes were 70-something thousand then, but now we are nearing that historical average of about 8%. So it's not unusual to have interest rate historically of about 8%. But what is different about today's market is the price of homes. With the invisible hands of inflation, we have an all-time high. All right, so how can we purchase a home in this market where it makes sense? Well, let me give you a little secret. New construction. There's a lot of builders. I'll give you one example. Working with me, I was able to get my clients a home at Southern Home with an interest rate somewhere around the ballpark of, high 4%. Was it 5.4, 5.4 or 5.6% when interest rates are going like 7.8, 7.7, 7.5. They bought the points down. Not only that, they also paid for their closing costs. There's a lot of builders are paying 2, 3, 4 points towards the buyer's interest rate as well as closing costs. Why? Because builder wants to get rid of their inventory. They got to be savvy. You got to know what's the spec build. You got to know what's the long-term build. And if you're going to build something, you are subject to the market, right? So you could get caught with a higher interest rate. So inventory units are probably more of the way to go. And you want to be able to find out from each builder what inventory unit they have and what incentives that they have to work with. But little known program, here's a fact. Did you guys know that there is a program out there to help buyers buy a home with 100% financed by the government? Yes, right, USDA. But I'm not talking about USDA guarantee that you guys are used to. No, I'm talking about a little known product called USDA Direct. I just wish I had a way to flash that across the screen. USDA Direct is a product that if you go directly to the USDA, they will put 100% of the money financed through the project. In other words, no money down. Well, you say, what about closing costs? Well, the builder can pay the closing costs up to 6%. I think it's 6%. That means the builder can finance the closing costs and they'll finance the 100%. Well, you say, well, USDA is always a thing. What's unique about what you're saying? Well, what I didn't tell you was that the government would then subsidize a percentage of your mortgage payment for the life of the mortgage. In other words, let's give you an example. Let's say your mortgage payment was $2,500, $2,600 a month. Well, now they're going to subsidize $400 of that a month. And now you go from $2,600 to $2,200. And what that does is it gives you more affordability for a home. And they subsidize that for the life of the note. It's free money. It's free money, guys. USDA Direct. Do not get it twisted with guaranteed. They're two totally separate programs. Your everyday loan officer can do guaranteed, but only USDA can do USDA Direct. Don't tell you I didn't tell you, but I will warn you. The service is terrible. Wait a minute. That's the one I was looking for. Let me do that again. It is that bad. I got 5 viewers here. Does anyone here have any questions about the program before I move on? I will open it up for chat. comments and suggestions. What do we got here? Social comments display. Here, let's throw up the chat overlay. Guys, if you guys comment, you will be able to, your comments going to be live. We are live right now. And I'll be able to read them in real time if you have any questions. But in the meantime, before I continue, I'd like to educate you guys on one more thing that you probably wasn't aware of before I told you this. In new construction, when you go to buy a home, make sure you're very specific when they're asking to buy down your point if you're going to build, if they can lock in your rate for the long term. And make sure you ask those questions up front. Because if they can only wait and you're exposed to the market towards the end of the project, who cares what they offer you today? That's not real in 6 months. So you need to make sure that the promotion that whatever builder is offering you, if you're going to build, has a way to lock you. And if it does, at what cost? And that's where negotiation comes in at, and you got to be savvy and work with somebody savvy. Guys, I've been in this industry since 2012. I've seen it all. I've worked with investors and off-market units. And I'm telling you right now, today, the incentives that builders are doing, they're dropping their prices. They're giving you incentives for down payment. They're giving you incentives for interest rate. And you can still work with a new construction building using the USDA direct program. But I want to do a quick video overlay real quick of a client testimonial. You guys stay tuned. I'll be right back after these messages.
About a year ago, I made the decision to, relocate back home to Lakeland. I had a cousin, my cousin, Erica. She referred me to my other cousin, Daryl Ash, about reaching out to him, and because she said Daryl was an awesome agent. Daryl, I told him what I wanted, what I was looking for. I definitely haven't moving back to Florida, being up north for several years. I wanted to kind of be around water, so I wanted to live on a lake or have lakefront property. The process as far as the lender was, pretty easy. If there's anything that I needed to respond to or pay off or whatever, it was easy. It was just the whole transition was completely transparent. The lender that Daryl connected me with was very friendly. Everybody became really close. Overall, I really appreciate everything that Daryl did for me throughout this entire process. I think maybe it was right at 60 days or less, almost 60 days. But the journey was great for me, being my third home real estate property that I purchased. I'm happy. I may be reaching out to Daryl again, but for the interim, I'm very happy. He's an awesome guy, professional, has a wealth of knowledge in this industry, real estate industry, and I appreciate it. But he definitely made it easy for me. Thank you.
Ooh, man, that guy looks good in that blue suit. Don't you agree? All right, so back. That's a client testimony. I wanted you guys to get a real example of what it's like working with me. And this is a shameless plug video. I'm here to tell you, I want you guys to give me a call. Go to my website, moveadare.com. If you're in the marketplace to buy or sell a home, go check me out. We're chilling from the brown couch. However, I sell real estate. That's what I do. That's my primary deal. And I have contacts and with new builders right now that have been sending me and emailing me inventory. And guys, the opportunities are there if you want to buy in this market. And you're like, Daryl, how can I afford it? Give me a call, And if you are the type that can't afford it and you're looking for a great experience from a guy that's been in the game for a long time, move with Daryl. That's how much more can I say? But yeah, so I hope you guys got a lot out of this. I haven't had any comments or questions yet. Let me check my chat yet. Nothing yet. So I assume that when I log off, maybe something will pop up. But in the meantime, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to get up out of here. But hey, guys, thank you for tuning in again to the Brown Couch. I look forward to many more episodes with you. This is your guy, Daryl Ash. Visit us at movewithdaryl.com. Give us a call at 863-934-1548. And if you want to have a real conversation about real estate or life or anything like that, you have some great video ideas, I'm looking for people to work with me on this show, to sit on the Brown Couch and discuss what's happening in the podcast world. But thank you guys for tuning in. I love you.